Hello, dear students. Welcome you all once again to my online session with you. This is Obaid Wali, your English teacher. How are you all? Hope you all are fine and staying safe at home. And hope you are busy with your studies. In our last class, we discussed about formal and informal words and how to use them, their usage. And I got phone calls from some of you requesting, you have requested me to take some more classes on grammar, especially on parts of speech. So today I have decided to take a class on conjunction, and this is a very common issue, and in your text also you'll find lots of use of conjunctions and prepositions, adverbs, mainly these three in your text, and you need to be quite familiar with the uses of conjunctions. So I think today's discussion will be much more fruitful for you. So pay attention to today's class. So what is conjunction? In your school level, you have all studied about conjunctions, and you have also got preliminary idea about various parts of speech, and you have studied conjunctions. Yes, conjunction is basically a unification of ideas or thoughts or words, and we use conjunctions both in our practical purpose and also for our academic purpose. That means we use conjunctions for spoken and written purposes, and these are very vital elements in a language. And conjunction basically gives more information and adds ideas to while we speak or while we write. This is used to add ideas, and very common, most frequently used conjunctions, and, but, therefore, also, so, if, yet. So you have studied the use of these common prepositions in your SSC level. So let's see some more conjunctions which you'll find in your HSC text also, and you need to be quite familiar with their use also. And if you have a clear conception about these conjunctions, their usage, your understanding of the text will be easier, and you will feel much more comfortable while you read your text. So let's begin. The first one is because is a very common word, and you know its meaning. While we want to show any reason, we use the word because, and this is a widely used word. In the next column you also see examples how because is used. She, the first one, okay, observe closely, carefully. She usually eats at home because she likes cooking. So the first part says what gives you an information, and the second part gives you the reason behind this. What the first one says? Well, the first one says that she usually eats at home. So there is obviously a curiosity in mind that why she eats at home. What's the reason behind this? So the word because gives you the answer. Why she eats at home? Because she likes cooking. So this because is used here as conjunction, because this adds two sentences and becomes one unified sentence. The next word, although, this is also a conjunction. Although is used to show two opposite statements. For example, if you see someone in class, but you know that that someone is not well, he or she is sick, then you can see, although he is sick, he is attending his classes regularly. So in this case we use although. So let's see what is used here in as example. Although he speaks seldom, he says meaningful words. I think you have got the meaning, what this sentence means. Here it shows that it talks about someone who speaks little, but even if he speaks little, he conveys meaningful utterances. So in this case we can use although. Although is used for referring to unusual happenings, unusual matters. So because and although, read these two examples again and hope we will get the inner meaning of these two conjunctions. Next, whereas, very widely used conjunction. Contrast. For example, when you like to show the contrast, the difference, the wide gap, you use the word whereas. The elder brother is very studious. He gets highest marks in exam, whereas the younger brother is very lethargic, is very inattentive in studies. So here you see a contrast is drawn between two brothers. The elder brother is very attentive in studies, whereas the younger brother has no interest in studies. So in such cases we use the conjunction whereas. And in your text, I can assure you, you'll find this conjunction very often. This is very common conjunction, and we also use this in our spoken English, where it's very common. Next, you know the word but, and you're very much familiar with this usage of but. So I'm not going to talk about this. Next one, besides. Besides means also. She speaks 3 languages besides Spanish. This means she can speak Spanish, no doubt. Rather, she can speak 3 other languages also. That means in addition. So how many languages she speaks? She speaks in total 4 languages. So in such cases we use the word besides. I think you have come across this word in your SSC level. Next one, unlike. Unlike means not similar. Unlike. If we say that the girl is not like her mother, in this case we can use the word unlike. Unlike her mother, Rabia has keen interest in studies. This means that Rabia's mother has less interest in studies, but Rabia is very much interested in studies. She finds a pleasure in studies, she enjoys studies. So, in such cases, we use the word unlike. Unlike means different from. So, when one is showing a difference apparently from another, in such cases, we use unlike. Therefore, another very common conjunctions, and you have used this word, this conjunction most often in your applications to your principal or headmaster. In the last para, just can you recall that last para of your application? Why do you write that? I was sick for 5 days or 10 days. Therefore, I could not attend my classes. So, in such cases, we use therefore, and this is obviously a very common conjunctions. And also, see what's the example used here. She came first, therefore she got a good seat. Therefore means the effect of something or the result of something. Why she got a good seat? Because she came first in the class. That's why she got a good seat. Despite, and you can write another word, in spite of. Both these are synonymous. Despite and in spite of, both these are synonymous and used widely in spoken and written English. So, despite means to put a sharp contrast with a given fact, with a given information. The lame boy became first in running competition. Despite all his problems, all his shortcomings. Despite all his shortcomings, the lame boy came first in the competition. So, in such cases, we use despite. In Bangla, we say, we use the word shotteo. For the word despite, we use shotteo in Bangla. Despite all her faults, everyone likes him. When something may not happen very normally, but it happened, in such cases we use despite. When something is not expected to happen, but it happens, in such cases we use despite. Despite all her faults, everyone likes him. It is very natural that as she has faults, everyone may dislike her. But what we see, though she has her faults, everyone likes her. So, in such cases, we use despite. Very common word. Despite and in spite of, both have similar meaning. Yeah, next we go to provided. Very common word, provided. Provided means if. Just keep in mind this example. I will help you provided you give me all I need. That means I will help you if you give me what I need. This is the use of provided. Provided and if, these are synonymous. So, hope you have got the inner meaning of provided and if. Now we move next word, unless. Unless, in Bangla we say this, jodi na, except. Jodi na, except. You don't need to go unless you want to. Jodi na tumi chao, tomar jao dorkar nei. In Bangla we say this. You don't need to go. Why you don't need to go? Unless you want to. If you don't feel interest, you don't need to go. Unless. Since. Since this is another very common conjunction. Since is used to show the effect or result. Since I see you, I am better. Look, here you see two pairs. Very obvious here, two pairs in a sentence. Since I see you, I am better. Why I am better? As I have seen you. Your appearance before me has made me better, made me feel better. So here since is obviously used as a conjunction. So another very common conjunctions, and I think you know its use very well. So means it is also used as a result. Karone, e karone. In Bangla we say e karone. I could not study well in my last semester, so I got a poor CGPA. You have got it? Hope you have got what I meant. Now, another word, if this is also very common, and I hope you have come across this word, very familiar word in your SSC level. I am not going to focus on the this use of the if. You know it better. Then yet is also very common word in Bangla. We calls tothapi, tarporeo, todupori. These are Bengali words used for yet. This also shows contrasts or joins the opposite ideas. We haven't finished eating the watermelon yet. আমরা এখনো তরমুজটি খাওয়া শেষ করিনি. In Bangla we can translate this in this way. And last one of today's class, last conjunction is after. After tells you about the order or the sequence. Dharabahikota in Bangla. Dharabahikota it tells you the order from which comes what. I can pass after the green light is on. After. When I can pass, the first part is I can pass, and the next part is the green light is on. Green light is on. So here after adds the two ideas and becomes one complete sentences. So here after is used as conjunctions, obviously. So dear students, we have learned at least more than 10 conjunctions, and I am very much sure that you'll find these conjunctions in your text. So practice these conjunctions and you'll find more conjunctions in your text also. And whenever you study your text books, the lessons in your texts, you will first what will you do? First you will try to get an idea from the headline of your text, from the title of your text, from the title of your lesson. What the lesson is about. The title will tell at least 20 or 30% what is in the lesson. So study the title first, and once you got the title in your mind, then you will proceed to reading. And while you read the paragraphs in your text, there are some units and some lessons in your text. Your first job will be to underline the unknown or difficult words or phrases. or clauses in your text. This is very much normal. This is very much normal to happen for you, that you will meet lots of unknown or difficult or peculiar words or phrases or expressions in your text. So what you do while you continue reading your paragraphs or your text, you will underline those words and consult a dictionary. And in my class, I told you to follow uh, uh, at least English to Bengali dictionary published by Bangla Academy, and better if you can follow the Oxford dictionary, but that will be difficult for you. So I advised you to buy the Bangla Academy dictionary, English to Bengali dictionary, which is very much available in any library around your area. So you'll have to uh, consult the dictionary, but before you consult the dictionary, you can you can try to guess the meaning of the word. This guess will help you to get the idea, but to become very much confident, very much confirm, you need to consult the dictionary. But before you consult the dictionary, you can make a wise guess. So after you guess, you can consult the dictionary. So do these two things while you continue reading your text, and uh, read silently and proceed from para by para. In your text, a para may contain 10 or 12 lines. So whenever you have finished reading those 10 or 12 lines in a para, and you have got the inner meaning of the para, and you have come to know all the new words, then you can move to another para. So this is how you should study at home. And during this lockdown and this pandemic, this has become quite difficult for me to follow what you are to give you feedback or see how much you have studied at home. But now this has become your responsibility to study at home with your responsibilities. So it is expected that you will act like a grown up, and you'll study at your own. So you should study the lessons first, and lessons in your textbook first, the way I have told you now. And you will always keep a dictionary with you and follow that dictionary. And also you should consult the board questions. What types of questions are set in the text, various boards. And I think you can consult board questions from 2010, at least from 2010 to 2018 or 19. So study these board questions, and once you study these board questions, you will have a clear idea what types of questions are set in the question paper. So this will give you clear idea that how you will take preparation, and how you will uh, mm, get your how you will get maximum from your text, how you should study the text. So your uh, Your familiarity with the board questions matters a lot. So do these things at home and hope this will give you much better understanding of how you should study the lessons of your textbooks. So my urge to you is that do these three things at home. Study the grammatical items, because in your second paper there are lots of grammatical items, so, also in your first paper also. So these grammatical items you should practice at home, and also start the NCTB textbook, and lesson after lesson, unit after unit, with much patience and regularity. You have to study these units and lessons at home, and keep in contact with me, uh, and and feel free to contact me if you face problem. Whenever you face problem, don't feel shy to contact me. My mobile number is 01715 317679. You can call me by this number. And also you should uh, study the board questions, previous board questions. So these are all for today, and hope you have got what I've told. Still you might have many questions, so feel free to contact me. So these are all from me for today. See you in next class. Thank you all. Thanks for your patience.